Greetings, everybody. It's your old pal Frank here, and happy Thursday. But more importantly, folks, I wanted to say happy December 30th. Yes, folks, in about 20 some odd hours, give or take, we will be saying goodbye to 2021 and hello to 2022. But before we get to doing that, I wanted to unveil a new series for all you folks out there in YouTube land that I now plan on doing yearly, and that is my top 10 runner-ups of the year. So, without further ado, let's get to it. Alrighty, folks, so coming in at spot number 10 is a card that is completely non-sports related, but it is from Topps. Yes, 1985 Topps to be precise. It is card number 8A of the original series number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the one, the only, Adam Bowman. Yes, folks, I couldn't do this list without including some GPK goodness. And when you're going to talk GPK, you cannot help but mention this guy right here, Adam Bowman, the poster child for Garbage Pail Kids, or I consider him the mascot for Garbage Pail Kids, because any GPK marketing, usually Adam Bowman is like front and center. He was the character on the first, I think, 6 or 7 original series wax packs. He's got numerous, figurines and whatnot. Funko Pops, I have one of them. When you talk to a lot of GPK collectors, when you ask them, from series 1, who's the first character that comes to mind? And I'd say about 85 to 90% of everyone you ask will mention Adam Bowman. You might get some different answers. You might get a nasty Nick or a graffiti Petey, but I'd say a good 85 to 90% of all GPK collectors will mention Adam Bowman when it comes to Series 1. And I was lucky enough to score this from a gentleman on Facebook Marketplace for a very, very decent price. And it was after buying this card that led me down the Garbage Pail Kid rabbit hole. And now I have a very huge chunk of original series GPK stuff. And, hey, it's all thanks to Mr. Adam Bowman. Alrighty, folks, so spot number 9 on our list goes to a hockey player that you're probably not expecting to see today. Yes, folks, spot number 9 goes to Mr. John Scott. I told you. Now, I had to include this card for a few reasons. The first one being, I got this at my first Toronto Expo. I did a trade with a fellow Instagram follower, Mr. T_Reed. We were talking and whatnot, took a break from the madness that is the Expo, and I saw this card in his trade box, and I was just like, what do you want for that? And he took a look at some of the stuff I had. We worked out a deal, and it was awesome. So, instant memory right there. Secondly, I needed to include this card because when I think of or even talk about this Young Guns card, I automatically categorize it as a Easter egg caliber Young Gun. Something along the lines of the gritty Young Gun or the David Ayers Young Gun. Because, unlike players like Connor McDavid, Austin Matthews, etc., etc., who have young guns and like people will pay thousands upon thousands of dollars for. This guy, on the other hand, is not in that caliber, and you could probably get this card for, on a good day, probably under $5. But it's the aura surrounding this guy, you know. He's I think he has 5 career goals, 6 career assists, 544 career penalty minutes. Has played in a handful of games. Yet in, what was it, 2016 was named the All-Star captain. And there was all this controversy between the NHL and the team he was with. I think it was with Phoenix at the time, or so Arizona. And, they were trying to convince him not to play. He puts out this apology to all the fans, telling them, vote for his teammates. They're more deserving and everything. And then finally, he decides, you know what? Screw it. They voted for me. I'm going to play in the All-Star game. And then Arizona trades him to Montreal. And then Montreal sends him down to the minors right away. And then they say, well, since he's with a minor team, technically he can't play in the All-Star game. Some back and forth start going on and whatnot. And he ends up playing in the All-Star game. And the cherry on top, ends up scoring not 1, but 2 goals. Kind of a, stick it to the man kind of deal right there. So, yeah, I had to include John Scott. Alrighty, folks, so spot number 8 on our list is a Pokemon card. Yes, I could hear all your sighs now. But hey, being a kid of the 90s, I cannot do a top 10 card list without showing some Pokemon love. So, spot number 8 goes to a card that I actually just picked up within the past few days. Yes, it is none other than Venusaur. Now, hold your gasps and your applause. This is not an OG Venusaur, as you can see by the icon right here. This is the Pokemon Celebrations Venusaur. But the way I look at it, as of right now, this is probably the closest I'm going to get to owning an actual OG Venusaur. So, I'm cool with it. I needed this along with a bunch of other cards to complete my 25th anniversary celebrations, whatever the heck you want to call it, set. And an awesome dude on Instagram by the name of Biz Breaks, that's BYS Breaks, posted if anyone was collecting Pokemon Celebrations. I hit him up and I was like, yeah, I am. I gave him a list of what I was still missing. And he hit me back. He was like, hey, I got this, and this. If you're interested. I was like, okay, what are you missing? And he needed the Mewtwo EX from the throwback part of the Celebration set. I happen to have a double of that card. And I was like, all right, well, I'm down to trade it. And mind you, I only had 1 card compared to like his, I think, 6 or 7. So I threw in a bit of cash, and the deal was done. And like I said, I just got this a couple days ago, and very happy for it. I did also get the Blastoise from the Celebration set, but I did not include that in this video because I own an OG Blastoise, as well as an OG Charizard, as a lot of you know. I still need the Celebrations Charizard, though, but that card's still a bit pricey if I go after it in singles. So we'll see throughout the course of 2022 if the price of it goes down, and who knows, maybe come next year's runner-up video, maybe you'll be looking at an OG Venusaur in this card spot, and maybe there'll be a Celebrations Charizard too. Who knows? The future is endless. But anyway, on to spot number 7. Alright folks, so for this spot number 7, lucky number 7, I was having a really tough time choosing one card or the other here. So this is going to be a 2-for-1 spot. And there's going to be another instance of this later on. But yeah, this is a 2-for-1 spot. And since we just did a Pokemon card in spot number 8, I figured why not shed some light on Yu-Gi-Oh! Another card game I played a lot of growing up as a youngin'. And, I figured what the hell. Also, speaking of Yu-Gi-Oh! Last night, Mike, aka Canadian Cards, did a video featuring some Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards he bought. Yes, something you would not expect to see on Mike's channel, but it is awesome. He bought some Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards from the Maximum Gold set, so they're all like gold bordered cards, and they are awesome. And just to name a few, he's got the Red Eyes, and he's got the Harpy Feather Duster, and I believe he's got the Dark Magician. Yeah. There's some really, like, after I watched this video, I went and took a look at the checklist, and there are some insane dragon cards in that set that I now have sitting in my shopping cart on eBay. Yeah. So I suggest you go check that video out after watching this, of course. So, spot number 7 goes to the OG Blue Eyes White Dragon SDK 001. That's starter deck Kaiba. And then, of course, you gotta have his counterpart, Red Eyes Black Dragon from SDJ 001. That is starter deck Joey. Yes, these are the OG dragons. I got these for an insane steal of a price. I paid $50 for the 2, and I'm very happy I did. There's not much more I can say than these are super, super awesome. Especially if you grew up watching the show and playing the game and all that jazz. Also, I am still waiting on PSA to lower their prices a bit more. And if things get to the point where, as I Am Carlos was saying in one of his live streams not too long ago, if PSA gets down to about $50 a submission or whatnot, I will be submitting both of these, because the moment I bought these, it was like instant, like light bulb in my head. I was like, these got to get slabbed, definitely. So yeah, had to have both of them in spot number 7. On to spot number 6. Alrighty, folks, so here we are at spot number 6, and this entry happens to be a player who had a huge amount of hype around him in his rookie season, but unfortunately, things didn't pan out for him the way analysts were, hyping things up to be. And still, he's still finding his stride in the NHL and whatnot. But amongst, slow starts and whatnot, this player just so happens to be fellow YouTuber Slapnuts is Gaming's most recent, obsession. And Slapnuts, I know you're watching this and you're probably getting super tired of all of us using you as the butt of this guy's jokes. I mean this in, the best way possible. I'm sure you know that. But yes, this player has become Slapnuts' most extreme obsession. Yes, folks. Spot number 6 goes to Parker's prominent prospects, Mr. Alexis Lafreniere. The reason why I'm including this card in the runner-ups this year is because I've mentioned it in numerous videos. I could not pull this guy's young gun for the life of me. I tried pulling his young guns, and I couldn't do it. I opened quite a bit of Series 1, never pulled it. So, when Parkhurst came out, I was like, okay, yeah, entry-level type product, good for, beginner collectors, just like MVP and whatnot. And I take a look at the checklist, and I see Prominent Prospects is one of their, more sought-after inserts. And I see card number 20, was it 24 or 25? 25 of the Prominent Prospects subset happens to be Mr. Lafreniere. And I was like, well, I can't pull his young gun. I tried pulling his star rookie out of 2017 CHL. That didn't work. So I was like, you know what? Let's go after the next best thing, his Prominent Prospect. And I opened a good, I think, 3 or 4 blasters of this stuff. Pulled almost every other Prominent Prospect except him. And then I think I opened a random fat pack in a video one day, and boom, I hit him. I was like, yes! Can't pull his young gun, so I'll take this for now. So, and from the time I pulled this card to recording this, I still haven't pulled his young gun or bought one yet, but it looks like the prices are dropping slowly. So, again, maybe come next year at this time, you'll be seeing his young gun in the runner-up video. Again, who knows? All right, on the spot 5. Alrighty, folks, spot number 5. Halfway done the list. How you guys doing? Hanging in there? Awesome. So, as you can see, we got 2 stands again. Yes, spot number 5 is another twofer. And the reason why I'm showing 2 cards in this spot is just because I could not decide which rookie card of this guy I liked more. So I figured, hey, you know what? This is my list. I could do 2 cards in one spot if I want to. So, the gentleman in question is none other than Mr. Kirill Kaprizov. So as you can see on the left, we have his Young Guns. And here on the right, we have his 2021 Metal Universe rookie card. Now, stories behind these. The Young Gun I pulled out of a random blaster that I bought from Toys R Us. It was actually the last blaster they had, and it was the first pack out of the box. It also happened to be in a pack battle suggested by a fellow YouTuber and Instagrammer, Crusher Sports Cards. He hit me up one day asking if I wanted to do a pack battle because we hadn't done one since the previous year's Tim Hortons set came out. And I was like, yeah, sure, what the heck, I enjoy a good pack battle. So, like I said, hit up Toys R Us, get the last blaster, pull this guy out of the first pack. Well, I am absolutely flabbergasted that I pulled it. Still haven't pulled the Tim Stutzla yet, but I could pull a Kaprizov. And, yeah, that was that. Now, don't get me wrong. In Crusher's video, he ended up pulling, I believe, a Josh Norris Young Gun, which is still a pretty good pull. Now, it's not on a Kaprizov pull level, but still a damn good pull. But within minutes of him watching my video after I uploaded it, he goes, yeah, dude, you win. So that's the story behind this. Now this, I got lucky with by pulling it because when it comes to Metal Universe, since it was released, I have not opened any blasters because I can't get my hands on them. I have not opened a single hobby box because they're too damn expensive. I opened a grand total of 4 retail packs from Walmart. Within the first, I think, week or so that Metal Universe was released, you were able to get double pack blister packs near the checkout. And I bought 2. And after I bought those 2, all the third-party sellers ate up every bit of Metal Universe they could find. And that's why still to this day, near the checkout, you got tons of Allure. And now you got the new O-Pee-Chee stuff. But still, no Metal Universe. But in those 4 packs that I opened, I managed to pull a Kaprizov rookie card. So I was very happy about that. Anyway, so that's spot number 5. Now, on to spot number 4. Alrighty, folks, so in this spot is another card that I just acquired recently within the last week or so. I pulled this. I didn't buy it. I pulled it from the very first blaster of 2021 O-Pee-Chee Platinum. If you remember, I released a video showing off some contest prizes. The first one being a Kaprizov Young Gun from Jakey Johnny. That was their prize for their 750 subscriber contest. That Kaprizov is actually not here anymore. It is in Plano, Texas now, part of the first place winner of my 300 subscriber contest. So he's got a good home in Texas now. But the second prize in that video I showed off was from DNB Cards. I won their 50 plus subscriber contest, and again, it was a blaster of 2021 O-Pee-Chee Platinum. And in the box with the blaster, DNB Cards was like, congrats on winning the contest. Hope you pull a monster hit out of this blaster. And I did just that. I pulled this Seismic Pink. Hold on. I'm going to get the other stand here. There we go. I pulled this awesome Seismic Pink Andrei Vasilevsky. And the reason why I consider this a monster hit is because in blasters, Seismic Pinks are 1 in 100 pulls. So, yeah. Now, mind you, I opened another blaster just a couple days ago, and in that blaster, I pulled a red prism and another Seismic Pink. I don't know if that was luck or whatnot, but anyway. Yeah. First blaster of O-Pee-Chee Platinum I ever opened, I pull a Seismic Pink. A 1 in 100 pull. Definite awesomeness all around. And that's why this card's in spot number 4. Now, we're getting into the top 3. Alrighty, folks, here we are, the top 3. So, in spot number 3 is a player whose rookie card I've wanted to add to my collection for quite some time now. Now tell me, when you hear the name Sidney Crosby, what's the first thing that comes to mind? Whether it be as a person or from a collector's point of view, what's the first thing that comes to mind? Now, Slapnuts, if you're watching this, and I'm pretty sure you are, I can almost guarantee the first thing that comes to your mind when you hear Sidney Crosby's name is either spokesperson for Huggies diapers or straight up crybaby. As you've stated time and time again in plenty of your videos, and it's an absolute riot hearing you chirp about Sidney Crosby. Anyway, but to a, like, on a collector level, I'm sure a lot of people, when they hear the name Sidney Crosby, they hear, the dinging of a cash register. Big money. Like, big money. But for some reason, as I said, throughout the year, specifically around the middle of this year, I was like, I wouldn't mind adding a Sidney Crosby rookie card to my collection. So I get looking around online, trading card database and all this stuff for Sidney Crosby rookie cards. And yes, a lot of them are expensive, especially if you're looking at Future Watch autos or, Cup RPAs and all that stuff. Yeah, that's like insane amounts of money. But there is one rookie card of his in particular that you could still get extremely cheap. I happened to find mine on Facebook Marketplace for $20. Yes, folks, it's none other than the 2005 McDonald's Sidney Crosby. Yes, it is indeed a Sidney Crosby rookie card, because there's no stats. But look, if it focuses, which it probably won't, this is from 2005, and the write-up even says, after drawing countless rave reviews during his prolific CHL tenure, Crosby injected a jolt of energy into the Penguins organization by becoming the #1 pick at the 2005 NHL entry draft. Bada bing, bada boom. Crosby rookie acquired. And that's why he's in spot number 3. If it wasn't Crosby, it probably would have been Ovechkin, but look at the prices on his stuff right now. Jeez. Anyway, on to spot number 2. Alrighty, folks, so for spot number 2, we are diverting our attention from the hockey rink to the baseball diamond. Yes, I got some awesome baseball goodness coming at you in this spot. And I just thought I should mention, I've gone this entire list without showing off one slabbed card. Well, that's all about to change right now. So, in spot number 2, folks, we have a 1950 Bowman Ken Keltner. Now, the story behind this card is, it's about 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm at work, and I decide to take a stroll down the eBay Superhighway. So I'm looking around on eBay, looking around at some slabs and whatnot, trying to find something on the cheap. And I come across this for under $30. $26 to be precise. And I didn't think twice before clicking buy it now. Because, for one, it's 1950 Bowman in a 6, which is a phenomenal grade for a card this old. And prior to this, the oldest card in my collection was some common card from 1955 Topps that I got in with a lot of other cards. I don't even remember the name of the player, but I know the card is from 55 Topps. Secondly, it's Ken Keltner. Now, to a lot of you out there, you're probably going, who the hell's Ken Keltner? I'm sure a lot of you know who Ken Keltner is, but Ken Keltner, ladies and gentlemen, is the man responsible for ending Joltin' Joe DiMaggio's infamous 56 consecutive game hitting streak. Yes. And he does not have a lot of cards. I think this is probably one of his more famous ones. And I looked at this as a chance to add some real primo vintage to my collection. And let's just say the stars aligned that faithful morning. So, yeah. Spot number 2 goes to Ken Keltner. Now, who is going to take spot numero uno? Here we go, folks. It's time for spot number 1. So, who is taking their spot atop the 2021 runner-ups mountain? Well, I could tell you this. It's a hockey player. It's a slab. And it's one that I am very, 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 very happy to own. Yes, folks. It is none other than my PSA Gem Mint 10 Henrik Lundqvist rookie card. So, the story behind this and how, once again, the, stars aligned or whatever metaphor you want to use. Last year, 2020, I'm at my LCS and I'm looking through a binder, full of random stuff. I come across this Lundqvist rookie card. $5 I paid for the card. All right. Now, at the time of me buying this, he had just been traded to Washington. Just traded to Washington. So I was like, well, there's no time like the present to own a Lundqvist rookie card. And now that he's not going to finish his career with New York, that adds a little something to it. And at the time of buying this, I was like, who knows how long Lundqvist has left before he retires. So, I get this. And then, I have some store credit. My LCS has a system where every $15 you spend on certain items, you get a stamp on a card. And after you amass, I think it's 8 stamps or whatnot, you could redeem your card for, I think it's, I forget how much it is, 15 or 20 bucks off a purchase. I had 2 cards filled. So, bought the rookie for $5, submitted it to PSA for $36, used my store credit, and then we played the waiting game. And wait. COVID hits. PSA goes to hell. Things are backed up and this and that, and it's complete insanity for everyone who has stuff at PSA. Finally, October 2021 rolls around. I get a phone call. Frank, your card is back from PSA. Yes! So, go to the store, pick it up, and before the card's even handed to me, the shop owner's like, so, what do you think you got? And I'm like, well, I doubt I got a 10, But I'm like, I'd be very happy with a 9. So he starts laughing. He goes, yeah, you got a 9. I'm like, oh, cool. Hands me the card. I see Gem Mint 10. I swear to God, my jaw dropped when I saw the grade. Then I get home. I look up this card on eBay. I find out that there's only one other Gem Mint 10 Parkhurst Lundqvist rookie on eBay. At the time. I don't know about now, but at the time, there was only one other one, and it was in an auction, and it was up to like $2,500. So, that's why this makes spot number 1. And then you tack on, while waiting for this to come back, he has the heart surgery. He can't play. The surgery is a success. He rehabs. We wait to see if he's actually going to play. He ends up hanging up the pads. Then they announce that they're going to be retiring his number. He's a surefire fit for the Hall of Fame. So, just more ticks in the boxes next to owning a Gem Mint 10 Lundqvist rookie card. Winning, baby! And with that being said, folks, we come to the end of our inaugural episode of The Runner-Ups. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give her a thumbs up. If not, give her a thumbs down. And most importantly, folks, before leaving, make sure to like, comment, and click that big old subscribe button. As well, click that notification bell to let you guys know when my videos go live. And as I say at the end of every video, folks, keep collecting what you enjoy collecting, and I'll see you all in the next one, which, if all goes according to plan, will either be tomorrow, or the first day of the new year, or depending how things go, tomorrow night, and depending on how much liquid courage I get into, maybe Monday. But till then, folks, I say to you again, keep collecting what you enjoy collecting, and I'll see you all in the next one. Laters.